Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this war of mine. It's been a long time since I actually recorded a proper playthrough video since I finished Binary Domain, Papers, Please quite a while ago. I haven't done XCOM for a while. It's just work and all these Christmas preparations lately just haven't given me the time. But I'm back. I found some free time. It is the 30th, if I'm correct. I believe so. Yes, it is. So I hope you all had a very good Christmas, and I'm wishing all the best to you in the new year. I'll try and find the time to do a New Year's special video. But let's not waste any more time. This war of mine, I'm sure you probably have heard of it. It's a survival game based on controlling civilians who try to stay alive in the midst of a civil war. Now, this is here because I did boot up the game after I purchased and downloaded it on a sale, simply to get through all the initial startup process, and I began a game just to... I pretty much started the game, read the intro text, and then stopped and quit, so I didn't want to spoil too much. Wait, hang on. Another try. Katya, Bruno, Pavel, Bruno, Marko. This one then? And I have seen a few videos on YouTube by YouTubers such as Pt1 and such, but I've only gone through the first few days since I very much liked the look of this game and I didn't want to spoil too much. So as you can see, very dark, very depressing, black and white and such. So I've got a hint of the basic gameplay and such, but this will very much be a learning curve as well. So I sincerely hope that you enjoyed, although from what I've seen, this is a game to be experienced and played, but not exactly enjoyable, because it's very dark and very gritty, and it doesn't pull any punches, from what I've heard.
How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there is a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marko have always been good friends, so when the war broke out they decided to stick together. They met Pavel while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogoland's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war, so they teamed up, hoping for the best. So Pavel is a fast runner and he's slightly sick. Bruno is a good cook. Marko is a skilled scavenger and he's slightly wounded. So, let's get to searching around, shall we? Right, we've found herbs, parts, electric parts, and such. Bruno, you can find that. We found a lockpick, a lot of components, clean water, wood, and electrical parts. Don't feel too good. Right, what have you found in there? Marko could do with a shovel, but unfortunately we don't have one right now. Take all of that. You could use a lockpick, but I'd rather not waste them on our own building. Oh, we found a lot of components and wood and some herbs. I don't think I've seen herbs being used yet, but I assume they'll be for... You can make a crafting station to turn them into medicines. Start scavenging. There's more lockpick places down here. Start scavenging. All of you start scavenging. So we don't have any supplies right now in terms of food or medicine. We need to find them for Marko and Pavel. So once they finish that, we'll have a look at the crafting station, see what we can do. That's medicine, that's food and drink.
So this downstairs area can be our little living quarters as such, because it's away from all the shelling and such. It probably will be a little more difficult for looters to reach. So we haven't found anything. Oh! Outside areas. In the playthroughs I've seen, I don't know if I've seen one which actually has an outside area. That's new for me. Anyway, you guys we've got more components and a lot of wood. So we'll probably be able to build some things on our first day. The question will be what? More herbs, electric parts and basic parts. So I think those are all the unlocked searchable areas. So Bruno, let's see what you can cook up. Well, not literally, but see what you can craft. Oh. So we've got beds. Offers a decent sleep without back pain. Chair. Simple heater. Radio. Crude stove. A moonshine still. Metal workshop. Crowbars. Weaving with firearms. Rainwater. Fuel. Right, so we could probably do with a bed. Since I've... Stupid mouse! What's happened to the mouse? Hang on 1 second. There we are. Sorry about that. Right, first off, you. See what else you can find in here. Don't move away just yet, and I've got to try the other side. You pull off then. You're slightly wounded. Nowhere else to look? Right, you. What else have we got on here? Ooh, jewellery. And clean water. A valuable bartering item, eh? Right. What's this icon, by the way? I can't remember. I improved. Take one of those. 14 of those, 7 of those, and 5 of those. No. We'll leave it for a bit until we really need it. But to start off with, I think we'll start with a bed. Just one bed. Then we can do with a stove. What's the temperature right now? 22 degrees, so it's plenty warm enough. We'll leave the heater until it starts getting cold. That's for beds. Said this could probably be our sleeping quarters. Yeah, put it there. So you're a fast runner. I think maybe the sickness slows him down a bit. No, he's definitely quite a bit faster. And yeah, make a crude stove. I said, sorry. Make a crude stove, and you might as well just place it. Or just make it in the kitchen area. Go faster, damn it. Excellent, we've got ourselves a bed. So I think those are all the essentials we have for our first day. Black cigarette. We have breaches in the walls. So that's there, I suppose. Judging from the other series that I've seen on YouTube, their houses were in... It's decidedly a lot less safe. Full of holes and such. This one, I can only see really one major breach. So cooked food, would need food, water and fuel. For this we can make vegetables. Bruno of course can make things, is a good cook, so he should be able to make things with less materials, but I believe that's all we need for the time being. We don't need... How much do we need for a chair? Chair is just 3 wooden parts. Alright. Better to have and not need it than to not need it. Better to not need it but have it than to need it but not have it. Make this a little sitting area. People can chat and oh, not. If you can sit in the get somewhere. No, so it doesn't. Maybe they just have to be far away enough. This can be a little sitting area then. Run! Once he makes that, we'll end the night. See if we can find medicine and bandages for our injuries. Right, it's 7. We've got our chair. Let's end the day. Right, Marko is our skilled scavenger, so he'll scavenge. Pavel is sick, so he'll sleep. And Bruno will be our guard. So abandoned cottage of family barricades, but despite their efforts, loot has got in sight, but abandoned ever since. Yada 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 yada. Lots of food and materials, some medicines, lots of weapons, and lots of parts. Ruined villa. They say some people still live here against all the odds. They must have some supplies stocked, but they don't want to trade. If we're desperate, we could try and steal. Lots of food, materials, meds, and weapons and parts. Quiet house. Unless we're willing to steal. Lots of food, men, parts. We don't want any trouble on our first night, and the abandoned cottage always seems to be the way to go when you're starting out. So Pavel, sleep, Marko, scavenge, Bruno, guard. Let's go. Nothing's... Let's just go empty-handed for now. Right, here's the second part of the gameplay, which is more about stealth. Shell casing, components and wood. I think we're better off leaving ammo and stuff, because we can always come back later. We'll leave it until we actually have firearms to use it. Whoa, don't run. Right. Lots of parts and such. What can you see? There's a rat there, but aside from that it seems uninhabited. No, it's barred from the other side. I love this line of sight thing. What else have we got? What we need are medicine and bandages, ideally. We could certainly do with parts. The more parts, the better. Anything else? Lots of wood. Maybe too much. We can't carry a lot more. That's the rat, I'm sure of it. Gunpowder. Right, so we're at our capacity, so we might as well leave some things we don't need in here. Fertilizer. Weapon parts. Electric parts. Quality roll-up. We need a lot of these for everything. We've already made beds and such. So we'll leave a good amount of the wood for now. What's in here again? Let's take it nice and steady. Yep, that was the rat. Lots of parts. Let's get rid of this. What have we got here? A family photo of a parents and 2 daughters. Good thing the girls don't resemble their father. He looks like a bear. Not a flattering description. What have we got here? Raw food, vegetables, herbs, clean water. We don't need sugar yet, but we definitely need food. Now we're full. We'll leave the electric pots for now. So we're full up. We've got lots of components, some food. Got. Well, I should take the water as well. Lots of components and stuff. Let's just find out where the stuff is, so when we come back, we can take what we need. So we need the water. Let's leave that behind. And bring all the water. What's this buy, by the way? A fireman have entered blazing building to save lives. Ugh. We don't want to go through all that. No, that takes far too long. We're on a time limit here. On the first day they robbed us. 2 days later they murdered our girls. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. Next potluck check. If you're reading this, don't look for me. Ominous. Lots more parts and such, that's good. What's in here? It's empty. In you go. Ah, it's locked. We'll need the lockpick for that. Well, we've got food, we've got lots of parts, and we've got some wood. We know there's no one around, so let's just call this a night and run to the exit. Boom! Oh, hello. I think we've looked through these parts. That's the gun. Broken pistol. We'll leave that for now because I'm sure it's hidden from looters. If we ever get the tools necessary to make and fix firearms, then we can come back for it. It's day 2 and so far we didn't find any medicine or bandages though. Hello, look at all this stuff. I wish I could bring so much every night. The night was calm. A lot of stuff. So he's hungry, slightly wounded and tired. He's hungry, slightly sick and recovering. Hungry and tired. Right, Bruno. Oi! Get off the bed. Bruno, you go and rest. Right, so we've got food. See what else we can craft. It's just a flesh wound, but it hurts. Ah, it is but a scratch. Shine steel metal workshop. Oh, let's make that. I always click the wrong freaking button. Let's put it there. He would get nervous and suspicious, but not provoking. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the first episode of This War of Mine. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed, and that you'll join me next time, where we're going to continue the improvements to our shelter and continue to delve out into the night to try and find things. I'll hope to see you then.